everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The race for the playoffs is front and center this week. And here's a look at the AFC contenders. And it's not just who is in or out, but how the seeding shakes out. What a great time of year. It's the Steelers going up against the Bengals. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7, and he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line. They send Green to the left on his own. First and 10 for Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Second down, Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the grab by Croft. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their 1st-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
Now Roethlisberger, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
It's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And that's complete to Croft. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
They go play action here on 1st down. And caught right side, Green. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice. nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he's brought down after a good game.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And the grab by Croft. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Dalton will just sneak it. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the toss, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a sack warning.
Blue 10. Blue 10. Zebra. Watch out.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Right.
One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Blue 10.
Second down, Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Second down following the run. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. On the right side, caught by Green. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. You know, you and I talk a lot about the incredible receivers in the NFL. Catches like that, they validate our point.
Each and every time. That's why teams are looking for defensive backs to get bigger and faster to try and combat these guys catching the football. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Bryant spread out to the right. Again, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And quickly they get to the line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And out now, here come the Bengals. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And tough starting field position here.
Zebra!
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Hey, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards. And Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Seven yards to go on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Roethlisberger out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3 yards remaining here on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Ben to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Dalton, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And this is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there, haven't been present, haven't done it often, their team is losing right now. It's vital that those two connect if they want to have a chance.
So that last play called back after the penalty, 2nd and long here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He completes it to Boyd. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Michael Johnson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it's 3rd down. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Dalton throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Dalton gives to Bernard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
In most cases on 3rd and short, you just try and move forward, stay in the middle of the field. But this offense must have seen something and thought they could get to the outside. Unfortunately, they weren't able to on that play.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Dalton's going to sneak it. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll go again with Bell. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A screen to Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 3. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got ripped, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That's
going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They go back to the air here after the INT. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Throwing middle, and it's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And the grab by Croft. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now a desperation throw deep, and now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense defense now ready to see what they can do here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Pittsburgh, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.